Thunderforest.com.
Hello everyone. In this course, I'll be teaching you how to make a basic website using HTML and CSS. Now, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language and is used to give structure to the websites. And CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Now, HTML is like the skeleton of the website, and the CSS is used to style it or to make it look good. Now, I'll cover those things in the later parts of the video. Now, first we need an editor. So I have VS Code here. The Visual Studio Code is a free editor, so you can download it from the link here. I already have it downloaded. I'm in a directory called HTML YouTube, and I just create a new file here, and I would name it begin.html. And let's just start by first opening the HTML tag, and inside that you have two sections, that is the head and then you have the body tag. In head you have everything that is not to be seen on the website, and on body, whatever you type inside body will be seen on the website. Now these are basically tags, okay, so whatever you type inside them will be the data. Now in head you have a title tag. Okay, in the title whatever you want to type, say begin, or let's say introduction. And in body you can tell anything, like let's say hello world, and just save it. Now if we go to that directory and open it, it will open the file for us. So as you can see, the title that we wrote is introduction and it appears over here, and we wrote hello world there, so that appears here. So that's working pretty fine. Now what we'll do is we'll type an h1 tag. Now this h1 tag is a heading. Okay, so you have h1, h2, h3 and so on till h6, and these are just different types of headings that you can give to a web page. Now let's just give it hello world inside this, and as you can see, this is a heading. Okay, so as you saw, the font size has to increased and the text has become a bit bolder. So this is a heading that you can give to a web page. Now we also have a paragraph tag, that is the P. Now actually we wouldn't just go on and type some random thing, so we have a lorem ipsum generator. This is a text generator. If you click this, it'll just give you some random text. So we copy this and then just paste it here. Yeah, so this would just be better than typing some random text. So if we just save it and then we refresh this, so as you can see, this is a paragraph tag, and we even have a button tag. So as you can see, this HTML is just about these different tags that you can give, and then you can later on style those tags accordingly. Now in button, if we just type go and refresh here, this is a basic web page, a really basic web page. Now you can give different types of styles to this font. Like you could just go on and give some kind of bold to it, or you could underline it. Now let's say okay, let's just make new tag for that. Now if you use the strong tag, and if you type, so as you can see, this is in bold. Now what you saw happened here was that the text was followed by that button, and if we do not want that to happen and want it in the next line, after the button tag we can just include a break tag. This would just make this thing as a whole element, like a full line element, and the bold would go to the next line. Similarly, we even have italicize, and let's say this is italicized. I think I'm correct with the spelling. Yeah, so again the same thing happened. It is in line, and as you saw, it got italicized. Let's just add a break tag to it. Okay. Yeah, so it went to another line. And you also have the underline tag. Yeah, and it has again come to the same line. Yeah, so that is it. Now we have bold text here, that is this little text line, and then we have italicized. We do have underline too. So these are some basic elements of the HTML. Now let us just see another element. I'll just keep everything on this page so you can just compare different elements and how they appear to be. Now you have a list. Now there are two type of lists that you could create in HTML. One is the ordered list, OL. Now this is the list in that you give different list items. Okay, let's say oranges, and I'll just duplicate this line right, and let's say apples here, and for this we'll say tomatoes. I know that sounds a bit weird. Okay. Yeah, and if you see, so here's an ordered list. Okay, ordered here means that those numbers are being written. That is ordered. Now in the same way, we can even create an unordered list. So that would just be a UL. If you just change it to UL and save it, so you'll see the same list is duplicated, but this time it is a unordered list. That means that there'll be no numbering to it. So that are another elements of the HTML. Now you even have an anchor tag. Now you see many links on the websites that you visit, right? So that comes under the anchor tag. Now in this tag you give this href. Now this is an attribute. So whatever you give inside this will just will be as a link, as you all know. So this href is an attribute that gives the link, and this is the value of the attribute, this thing here, the link. So that is the attribute of the value of the attribute. Now if you see, okay, 1 minute. Okay, so you ought to give some text here, that is the link that link to. Now let's say this links to um, Facebook. There's a link to Facebook here. Now if I click it, it'll take me to Facebook. So if I click that link, it takes me to Facebook. Now what, as you saw, what happened was that it did not change the tab that I was in. So it just replaced the current web page to the Facebook. Now if we want that to not happen, then what we'll do is we'll just give it this target, and target is another attribute, and this is the value of that attribute. So now if you give this blank attribute value, what will happen is that it will open in another page. So if you see here, this opens in another page and it's Facebook again. So that's correct. So now that is another very important aspect of HTML. Then you can even give images in HTML. That is the image tag. Image does not need a closing tag. So this is an yeah. Now this is another thing. Now as you saw here in Anchor, it just needs a closing tag. So every tag that you have in HTML needs a closing tag. But there are some tags like image tag that do not need closing. So they are just self-closing tags. Now you give this source attribute to image. That is the link to which it will be linking. Let's take some random image. HTML. Let's go to images and let's just copy the image address of this image and I link that thing here. Yeah, so I give the link of that image, and if we go here and refresh it, so after the link that is here we have this image. Now again this got connected to that, so we'll just add a break here. We just add a break here. Yeah, okay, 1 minute. And that anchor actually got replaced by that break. Yeah, just go here, close this. Yeah, so after that link, as you can see, this is here. That's right. Now, yeah, so these are the basic tags here. Okay, so these are some of the important tags in HTML that you would just see. For the recap, I would tell an H1, that is the heading. Then you have a paragraph tag here, that is a paragraph. Generally, yeah, it used to display any kind of text. Then this go is a button here. Then this is a bold text, this is italicized text, and this is underlined text. Then these are items of list, that is in an ordered list. This is an unordered list. This is a link that links to Facebook, and this is an image. Yeah, now so those are the basic elements in HTML, and meet you in the next video. We'll have to style these things and we'll just go over some other more elements and how to make this look better, because there would be no website that looks like this. I mean, it's pretty ugly, right? So we would just style things and make things look better. So thank you for watching. Meet you in the next video.